Oh, what the fuck? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, that's it's the void. Get him.
Uh-oh, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Actually, the void.
Why are they so evasive? Oh, these must be boss monsters. The music is going crazy.
Marisite just got served a video suggesting that the sock and two hit crushers.
Oh, really?
Uh,
Like the bone saw?
yep.
Can two hit crushers?
Did you see the link I sent you yesterday, Chris?
The one about the mega battlefield, like the mega.
No, the last one.
Oh no, I don't think I saw that one. Oh, I did look at this. I glanced at it while I was streaming, then I forgot. What is that? I didn't actually. Oh,
So there's a game being made by Project Zomboid modders called Dandelion Void.
oh boy.
So imagine
Yeah.
Project Zomboid but on a space station
Oh yeah,
or a
this
spaceship.
looks cool and spooky. Oh, those plants are attacking that dude.
Have you seen it, Bears?
Oh no.
Yeah, it looks very cool. The art style is
There's
so
no
zombie.
airlocks. You just get sucked out into space.
Yeah, very interested in that game.
Oh yeah, Varys, this guy's suggesting that the chem side of the scums tree proc a lot with this this weapon.
Gotcha. I believe it.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Hola.
Hello. How are you guys doing?
Doing all right. How are you?
Doing pretty good. Jozu is both excited and grumpy about the cold that has started in Denver this week. But he managed to pull a blanket I have blankets just everywhere for him to use to push around and make little nests or whatever. He pulled one off of the couch and onto the chair onto the floor right behind my chair.
Oh my goodness. Cozy baby.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Is he excited about the cold because he gets to be cozy with blankets, or is there another reason?
Loves jumping around in the snow.
Oh, okay. Snow. We don't get that here.
Yeah, he will.
No wonder I didn't think of it.
He'll, like, grab a ball and, like, throw it for himself. It'll, like, bury itself in the snow, get under the snow, and he'll just dig in the snow until he finds it again.
Oh, that's cute.
But he's grumpy because I suddenly don't want to be out there for an hour at a time when it's under 20 degrees.
He just doesn't, he can't make sense of it.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you want to be out there for hours at a time? Oh, I finished my notebook. Uh-oh.
Oh, wow.
I thought I still had some pages left. That's okay. I have another.
I almost bought, like, a fancy physical notebook for notes. Again.
It's a constant struggle for me to not buy every pretty notebook I see.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty notebook.
You do all your notes digital, right?
I do, which is why it would be pretty dumb for me to buy a physical notebook.
Oh, I see.
Doesn't stop me from thinking about it, though. So I had a realization, scheduling wise, last week that both Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve land on Wednesdays, which means Christmas Day and New Year's Day land on Thursdays. So I kind of assume, for instance, that Bill is not going to want to play on Christmas Day. And that maybe a few people...
more than likely I won't be able to.
Yeah. And Sarah, you're gone for some stretch of the end of December?
I am gone from December 19th, and I come back on the 22nd.
On
It's
the 22nd.
a Friday through a Monday.
Okay. Okay, so how do we all feel about New Year's Eve / New Year's Day?
I mean, I should be alright. I just need to figure out what's going on with work, if I'm going back or if I'm still on medical leave.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. If anyone does have any stuff coming up that means they can't play, let me know. Or if someone gets a surprise New Year's party or anything like that. But for now, it sounds like Christmas is the only one we're taking off. So.
Yeah, I should be good for New Year's Eve.
Okay. Yeah, most of us, we're finishing up a decent amount before midnight anyway, but yeah.
Mhm.
All right. If no one has any more urgent yaps, who would like to give a recap for a hero point?
I can do it today. So we started last session. We had ended our combat and moved into a conversation with Lady Oradine in private. She had shared with us that Queen Redmore is being held at her manor, and that the Witness of the Void, she gave us some information about him and told us about the strange teleportation magic and this kind of warping anomaly that happens around him. he threatened and coerced her into doing everything she's been doing, and she's willing to assist us in getting into the manor and saving Queen Redmore. We were told that the marshes around Oradine Manor are off limits to the family, but we don't know why. There was a bit of a confrontation between Ida and Lady Oradine, but Ida agreed to help kind of keep things in order here in Temel and hopefully keep everything that occurred from getting out to the general populace so we can kind of keep it quiet. We ended up going back to Tower Eincrad, and Steris had a conversation with Asilia and asked for her help in learning that pre-teleportation magic. She had asked some questions about Asilia's trust in Isha, and Steris had shared that she also felt like Isha was trustworthy in regards to kind of staying in Temel and managing things while the rest of the party goes to the Arcs. After that, we kind of split a bit, and Steris helped do some research in Tower Eincrad with Turris, while Scene had a conversation with Asilia, and we had a moment where there were some newcomers coming into Tower Eincrad. Lo and behold, one of them was Trebare Wolf in a new, like, resurrected form. Some hilarity ensued with Turris trying to keep Trebare and Steris from fighting each other in the tower, but he was unable to keep them separated. There was a confrontation in the courtyard, and it ended with Steris showing some restraint and not killing Trebare for a second time. And Steris had her vengeful sight kind of bleed onto Isha after learning about just exactly what she did to bring Trebare back for her plan. And then Steris had a bit of, as she was raging in her room, had a bit of context, a bit of thought about the King of the Grey Door and how souls are sent back when they're not done, when they have a greater purpose, and was trying to draw some conclusions from that. And I did successfully learn Nature's Pathway before my world exploded. So, yay.
You did. You can now climb through trees to end up in another tree. I think it's 5 miles at the moment is the range.
Yes,
So,
I believe so.
a little bit of fast travel. Any questions, corrections, comments? Microphone is happy to pick up. Jozu has found a bone.
Sweet boy.
So I apologize for any of that noise. Okay. No comments? Then...
I have comments, but I always have comments. So.
Okay. All right. So you're keeping them...
Oh, Isha also got a time turner. Was
Right.
that last session?
That was.
That was, yeah.
A lot of... Last session had a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
It was only 1 page of notes.
Yeah.
Oh, just one. Mine's
Yeah.
4.
Just one.
All right. Well, we will pick up kind of where we left off, actually. Steris, you were in your room. Thoughts kind of flipping between the anger at Trebare being alive and these thoughts about the King of the Grey Door. And you were waiting, hoping, it sounded like, that you would be pulled to sleep by a familiar spell. And you do feel that kind of like tug toward sleep. And
She will lean into it.
okay, all right. So, you kind of let your eyes heavily slide shut, and then when you open them, you are once again just outside the temple where you had grown up. And Sig is already there, kind of walking toward. There's like a kind of like a table in that clearing out in front of the temple in this dream space where the two swords are laying that you've been practicing with in this dream space.
Mhm.
And yeah, she's already walking over to those swords and like picking one up and kind of gives a glance over to you over her shoulder before inspecting the sword. It says, I hear that there was... Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, before she even has a chance to speak, Steris is like running to embrace her, with like doing her best to hold back tears, but doing so poorly. And shares with her that that the man I had ended in order to bring justice for what he did to you, he's been brought back. And now I don't know how to make it right.
With the impact of the embrace, she like staggers a little bit and like steadies herself and kind of like her brow is furrowed in confusion, and she like puts a hand on one of your arms as you're kind of like explaining, and then her expression kind of changes to one of confusion a little bit, and then she kind of slowly nods. And for a moment kind of like doesn't know what to say, but she'll like kind of turn toward you and put her arms around you and hug you tight while she kind of thinks and considers.
I feel like none of them understand what I'm trying to accomplish, the justice I'm trying to bring. This is a blatant disrespect from somebody I trust, and she claims that this is necessary, but I have a hard time accepting it. I'm sorry. I'm catching you off guard with all this. So much happened. I was eager to speak with you.
It would seem. And this companion of yours says that this man's presence is necessary for some reason.
Yes, though I don't understand the details.
Well, we are maneuvering through strange times. And right and wrong was never simple. But I fear even less so these days.
I'm finding that to be true. Things felt so straightforward before. I knew where I was headed, what I was doing, and now it's much more complicated.
Better him, though. Better him than one of the others. He slew me, and here I am. You slew him, and there he is.
I was remembering something about something Setlo shared. She spoke of the King of the Grey Door and the judgment that those that present before him face. How some can be brought back when their time isn't done, when they have more to do.
She kind of nods. I'm not as learned on this as some of our sisters were, but yes, to turn a soul away from the Great Door and let it go to another body, or to let one walk back out of those doors, usually does mean there is more work for that soul to do.
Well,
I don't
my
know.
intent is to see his purpose, whatever it might be, met before I balance the scales again.
I do wish that it didn't weigh so heavily on you.
How could it not? They took from me, I take from them. Justice.
I'm in no position to espouse any kind of wisdom on that matter.
These kinds of conversations were never your strong suit. But it's endearing, I guess. At least you're still you.
I feel more me here than most other times. Thank you for reminding me of who I was, I suppose.
Who you are.
Kind of gives you an appraising look, a little bit of a sad look, and then she kind of nods. She's like, perhaps.
I know that what you went through changed you, and Steris will kind of motion at her like appearance. But my understanding was you're still you. You question that?
I didn't at first. I just wanted to make... She kind of shakes her head. Wanted to hurt the world in some way after it hurt us.
I understand.
And only after we reconnected, did I start to find that pitiable.
But that drive, that anger, is what gives you strength. That's what brought you back. Otherwise, I wouldn't have you here right now. I'd be alone.
Do you know what brought Scry back?
I mean, I imagined the same thing that brought you.
She kind of shakes her head a little bit. She says, she came back because she wanted better for the world and better for you.
Better how?
I suppose she believes what Uro says, that tragedy can unite. Cause people to look past the hate that sent those men to the temple. And I wish that my own goals could have been so noble. Wish that something
Are
better
you-
could drive me. And you.
Do you not have the freedom to choose? To change?
She kind of, like, is taken aback for a moment and then smiles and kind of, like, nods a little bit. I do. I do, and I am trying now.
Perhaps I need to consider doing the same. I don't know what it would look like, but I know that the retaliation that I want is one that I shouldn't take. I can't undermine what we're trying to do because of my personal ambitions. So I've decided to hold back for now, though it pains me to do so.
She kind of nods. Thinks for a moment. And then says, Stara would say that death should not be a punishment. And I don't remember all else that she would say, and I'm a poor person to try to send along her wisdom, but
You carry her wisdom in you,
in
in your own way.
Thank you. But I would be remiss if I didn't give you that reminder.
I told him to make the most of his suffering. So perhaps
Good. And I will not be displeased if you make his stay with your companions as uncomfortable as possible.
if I can get to him.
Well, if he stays separated from you, all the better.
Here's hoping. I think that would be the easiest way to navigate this. Did coming back the way you did it change you? Besides the obvious?
Yes.
As far as I can tell, you're the same, but you seem to not believe that.
changes have more to do with my experience at death, I believe, than my experience coming back. Being on the other side of the door and then coming back will inevitably change how you view things. You cannot come back with the same viewpoint. And the soul remembers things differently than the mind. It's very strange, and I hope you never have to experience it. But as for any other changes, I feel that Uro is shielding us from the Rotting Mother's direct influence.
Well, I might be a little naive to what all that means, but that sounds like a good thing.
I am thankful for that, yes.
Do you think Uro's a good person?
In a way, I admire the man, and in a way, he quite frightens me.
Because of his ambitions?
Because the cost to the outcome he is looking for seems to have no weight on his mind. None that he would show us, anyway. It must be, so it must be. Somehow, I find that I'm not much in the mood for practicing swordplay today. And if we keep going at the
read
rate
my
we're
mind.
going, you're likely going to surpass me in short order, so perhaps we could sit a while.
I'd like that.
She kind of nods, and the swords are no longer on the table, and she instead just takes a seat in the chair, kind of like next to it. Kind of like looks out at the sort of tended to natural garden that was outside of the temple. Not anything super ordered, but cared for. And reproduced here in like pretty precise detail, despite being a dream. And she'll try to direct the conversation away from such heavy topics and just try to chat about how you like your companions, what you think of the lands that you've been traveling through. Have you told her kind of anything about what you guys are doing other than trying to kind of stop this war?
No.
Okay.
Last thing I told her was that we were going to Temel to try to stop this war, but
Okay.
Steris has been kind of wrapped up in her personal endeavors and slights, but she hasn't even thought to share that.
Got you. Okay. All right. So I think the rest of the time you have a of a pleasant conversation. Might dip back and forth into the more serious topics. Are there any other burning questions you want to cover?
The other question I wanted to ask was, okay. I've put together that I don't think you're the one who pulls me into these dreams. I suspect it's Scry herself. Is she listening, even though she doesn't participate?
Can't claim to know entirely how this spell works. But I do not think so. I think she would have to be present here to be listening.
Why hasn't she been here? I don't want to take it personally, but I can't say I haven't thought about it.
I have not asked, and I don't want to misrepresent. Go ahead and make a diplomacy check, if you don't mind.
Sure.
I do think I'm not certain, but I think that she does want to see you in person first, maybe. Do you know?
I mean, I long for that too.
Will you be leaving Temel soon?
Within the next, the next week, perhaps? I don't know. Things are a little all over the place. I can't say I've been very attentive to that at the moment.
She kind of nods. There's a tea house by the river, outside of the city walls proper, but in the neighborhood along the river to the south. Go there and say that you are meeting with a friend.
I will.
She nods. It sounds like you have done quite well to, well, you've taken one large step in stopping this war anyway. And I hope you continue to succeed, and I hope you stay safe.
You as well. Thank you for listening.
She nods again, and then kind of like reaches out and like squeezes your hand, and then moves to stand up and kind of disappears from the dream in that motion. And then for a moment, a couple of minutes, or until you decide to wake up yourself, you are alone in that garden space in the dream.
Yeah, I feel like Stairs would linger for a bit, maybe kind of taking a course around this dream version of her home before waking up.
Okay. right. And you can kind of, I suppose you can end the spell and stay in stay in sleep if that is what you prefer.
Yeah, that makes
Okay.
more sense. Than
Um,
waking up and falling back asleep.
yeah. So that dream space, that garden at home kind of like melds into the rest of your dreams and the rest of your sleep, and you're not totally sure when it kind of ends. In the morning, after a tense evening, you all wake up and start to gather at your own pace. Does anyone have anything specific they would like to do that morning?
Can we go back to that night?
Yes, we can.
So Isha's at the tower, and I realize that we need more people. So I gather Apahu and Luca.
All right, easily gathered.
And then I guess I would talk to Terse about this too. I guess Terse is probably with me.
Hello.
Luca needs more help in the forge.
I was thinking about recruiting additional assistance in many different factors of Tower Ironcrad. Additional engineers would make sense.
I do not know
How
how.
How comfortable do you feel sending Luca into the city to recruit?
And if he had at least one guard, I think that would be fine.
Perfect. And Apahu,
Yes.
I would like to I would like to introduce to you Lady Oradine.
Ah. I am
Yes.
vaguely familiar. To what purpose would we be introducing ourselves?
Before the real work can begin, we need to find where the shadows are deepest.
Right. Well.
And I'm sure the spider would love her web to be spewed across the city.
You are not wrong. I can do this. I was going to say there is a blacksmith of some skill in. Used to be Expedition's Landing, but the expedition is not so active with the way things are stirring up around here. So he is looking for work. I don't know how good he is with machinery.
We will likely need more than one, possibly two.
Very well.
But if you can get him to us, that would be a boon.
We are starting to run short of people to send out on tasks, but I'm sure I can get on how to do it.
Because that is another thing that we're going to need more of. I was seeking to have an audience with Oradine to perhaps solidify a more close relationship with her self and her resources and Tower Ironcrad. I'm quite done with the hope that we can save nobles and then entrust them to carry out our desires. We need to have a greater direct effect upon the world. Farther out than one boundary than another. Goes far beyond any one state.
If I am bringing Lady Oradine into both folds, that's kind of like looking at Isha again, then we will be able to keep very close eye on her.
Very good.
So, you can see it done.
Isha will lightly bow to Abahu. And yeah, that's all I have.
What kind
And
of
I say
back?
good. I say sweet dreams, Taurus.
And you as well, dear Isha.
I was going to offer to be the bodyguard for young Luca here as he goes and recruits people, but it sounds like you may need another for that as well.
Hmm. So we can find somebody around here, can't we?
Isha sort of like, she's not quite gone. She's taking a little bit of time to meander out of the room. Tribert and Evanon can watch him.
Very good. Oh, and Isha, the matter of Sentry's ritual. When shall we proceed with that?
I need to go locate the ritual.
Oh, there's more to find, is there? Hadn't realized.
Well, I know the name, but I'm not particularly aware of what the actual ritual entails.
Well, I can do some research within my library and see if I can drum something up.
Any relatively high-level priest. I don't know why I said it like that. Any relatively powerful priest or religious building should have it, but if you can find it, then that would save us much.
Very good. On the matter of denizens in our tower, I think a librarian would be in order. I seek to expand the library.
Best of luck with that one.
Thank you, dear Isha.
I'm sure that, what's her name, would hate for her books to be reorganized. And with that, she sort of traipses around the corner.
Oh, I'm sure Mother will be fine with it, he says to himself. Good night, Abahu. Good luck in your travels tomorrow.
Good night. Good luck getting scolded by your mother when the books get disorganized.
Oh, it's fine. Probably.
And he'll wander off. And Luca is just like, all right, productive meeting, everyone. Stands up.
If he was there, I would have said goodbye to him too. I didn't realize he was directly there.
Poor Luca.
No. I would have. I thought we were talking about Luca, not that Luca was there.
I think Luca
No,
was there.
no. I gathered him.
Oh,
He was there.
Okay, my bad.
It's very. Isha was just standing directly in between Turris and Luca the whole time, just standing on two legs, like.
Just too short. Just did not notice him. Say hi to Luca when you see him.
Very wonderful. So, in the morning, if no one has any other things they want to do that night, in the morning, you guys can start gathering at your own leisure.
I kind of imagine that Isha is just like first awake always. And
Thanks.
I need to go find what is the name of the ritual required to actually deal with the void shard?
Yeah, let me see if I still have it on my GM loot sheet. Yes, I do. Rest Eternal. It is uncommon, but only level 4. But a little expensive.
How much is that?
I'm gonna let me send this to chat. I copy the ID and dump it in chat, does it? Nope, don't work.
It's okay. I'll just look at all my archives of Nethys.
If I drag it, that works.
Oh, okay. So it costs the same as like a level 4 spell scroll. Is my assumption, and then
To learn the ritual, yes.
okay.
But then there's expense as, you know, there's components.
Yeah, I need. Yeah. He still has a good 6 weeks. I'm not
Yeah.
really that worried about him right now.
Yes. Man. How great would it be if you guys crit failed this?
It would be pretty bad. Well, we just become doomed, which isn't actually that bad.
Yeah.
Doomed one is somewhat manageable.
Technically, we're already doomed. That's why we're fighting so hard.
True and fair. All right.
Oh, it's only 70 gold.
We got that.
To learn the ritual?
Well, I think so, right?
I think so.
If it only costs as much as a spell scroll, is my
Yeah.
assumption. Yeah, then it is 70 gold.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, Isha just goes out, and she just goes to. I just love shitting on Scala's churches so much.
Uh-huh.
But I just go and who's the dead guy? The Shade. I go to the Shade. I go to the Temple of the Shade of Death.
Okay.
And I ask if they have like a thing.
That die was so laggy. What the heck? Yes. There is a fellow there. Kind of a middle-aged elf who is happy to help teach you the ritual.
Oh, I thought there was like an item called a ritual book.
I think that's. I think you can store rituals in spell books, and I think, you know, flavor-wise, there are definitely ritual books in the world.
Yeah, so I don't actually have a spell book, Varus.
Oh.
It makes it hard to.
You know. You can be
It's
taught the ritual without inscribing it in a book. That's fine.
Well, I'm gonna. I guess I ask if he can write it down on a scroll or something for me, and I'll give him an extra 30 gold for
Yeah, he'll
it.
happily do that. So he will. I think it takes like 4 hours or something. I'm totally making that up, but it takes some time for him to go over the spell with you, and also transcribe it. So go ahead and give me a whatever your main spellcasting thing is, and you'll have a.
Oh my god.
Owie.
You'll have a circumstance bonus from this guy's help.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
no.
Owie.
Lordy lord.
Ooh. Can I give him one of my inspirations?
You can only reroll each
0
thing
points.
once.
Dang.
Well, as long as I have the actual thing,
Mhm.
I can learn it later. That doesn't really
Yes,
bother me
yes.
that much. Yeah.
It does. The critical fail does burn 70 gold without you learning it.
That is fine. That's
Um,
totally fine by me.
Yes, you can get you'll get a scroll of the Rest Eternal ritual. And unlike spell scrolls, this will not like get burnt if you crit fail to learn from the scroll. That's just not how rituals work. So let's see.
Okay, it is. The 3 wasn't a success either, so it's fine. Everything's
Yes.
fine.
Yes, the 3
My
was
ego's
also
not
not a
hurt.
success here, correct.
My ego isn't hurt.
The only thing you lost, you put yourself 70 gold in the hole, but other than that. Oh, weird. I tried to bring... Uh-oh. I messed up.
What happened? Do you need me just to add?
I was gonna give you the Rest Eternal scroll. I accidentally put it in your ritual tab.
Okay. Don't worry. I will not. Yeah. It is fine.
All right.
I'm aware that I didn't know it. It's okay.
Yes. All right. So yeah, at the end of it, he's like, I'm sorry. I haven't taught anything like this in a good long time. So I do apologize for perhaps being a poor teacher.
It is fine. Normally, I would have had a group of 5 attendants cast the spell for me.
Back in my day.
Right.
Correct.
Find good help these days.
Yeah, it's hard to find good immortal help. Correct.
Perhaps you can find someone a little bit more familiar with the tenets of the Four to help you out with this.
I think I know just the people.
Excellent. If you need anything else from our humble church here, do let us know.
Of course. Good day.
Gives you a nod.
Light guide you, priest, and I will leave.
Less confused.
I guess I
about
will
the moment.
return. I will return to the party.
All right. Okay. Anyone else have stuff that they would like to do in the morning before gathering with everyone?
I think I just wanted to see Oradine's, but I think we're gonna do it later, right?
Yeah.
Afterwards, we'll do a little group
Probably.
thing first. Yeah.
Yeah.
think
Well,
that's all I
she has stuff to talk about. I think, right? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I was not under the impression that you guys were done with Lady Oradine.
Oh yeah.
No.
I have a heart. I don't really know what questions I have to ask her.
Well,
But
we have
Happy for her to yap at us.
y-
Share
y- you know,
everything she wants to.
Actually, that's a good question. Yeah, I think start off with letting her tell us whatever she wants to tell us. If she wants to over yap, perfect.
I mean, I'd
Um,
imagine we'd want to know like the layout of the manor.
Yeah.
We'd want to know like the number of hostages if she knows. And then our plan for like getting in.
We also have 2 of her magic items. One to communicate with
Oh
her
yeah,
husband,
we
possibly?
never we never gave those back.
Oh yeah, I
Yes.
very consciously have been holding on to those.
That is purely Taurus's decision.
And, but it is possible that we could, if she thinks it's safe, to use it to contact Lord Oradine, and see if we can't get some inside scoop of what's going on in their manor right now. When we talk to her,
Okay.
we should probably all. This conversation should probably be for more meeting. Though.
We're having a pre-conversation.
Oh yeah. This is like the brunch of the morning meeting. Yeah.
But no, I imagine Steris is isolating herself for as long as possible until perhaps Turkon comes to retrieve her. and then she'd join for the
Oh.
meeting.
Wait, Steris, I need you to make a perception check. I have no idea what you got. I can't see that.
What is Steris rolling against?
Just a flat 10.
Flat 10.
Yeah.
Then it succeeds.
Oh, yeah. You wake up and you notice your room put itself back together while you were sleeping.
She's gonna cry about that. She's gonna be like, "No, my destroyed room, Mom! You came in and cleaned it."
Oh, wow. That's a nifty little trick. No, I think actually there's a bit of relief from Steris when she wakes up. Or perhaps disbelief is the better term. Just like, I could have sworn. Oh.
Oh, wait a second.
All right. So, with someone fetching Steris, you guys all end up in the common room together. Isha got up early and then was gone for 4 hours, so I have to imagine it's maybe 10 o'clock? Maybe more like 8:30.
Yeah, it depends how early Isha gets up. At the break of dawn, no doubt.
The moment that sun hits the horizon.
Yep. Wide awake.
Yeah, checks out.
Well, Lady Oradine, do you have anything you wish to say?
No, we were gathering with Oradine first. That makes sense. Yeah. So. She says, "Then, thinking about it, two things come to mind. The first is that after this witness showed up, certain things began disappearing or changing in the manor. One being very silly small things. The fire pokers disappeared from next to the fireplaces. Knives in the kitchen lost their point. Like they'd been shearing off. As I was saying, Lady, your talk is very loud.
The one that came out of her, the one that jumped out of her greatsword. Yep,
Yeah, cloak.
he's so reactive.
Yeah.
Woo, 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 woo.
Things of that nature. Darcion is likes to sew, she does, and all of her pins had disappeared, all of her needles. And the other thing,
Why does this feel like fey trickery to me?
she kind of shrugs. She's like, not sure what it feels like, but I thought it notable. As for the second thing, do not trust Myrtle. Save him if you can, but don't trust him.
And why, Patel, is that?
He was eager to improve our standing, to work with this witness. Has enjoyed the gifts that have been given to him. He is not in his right mind. I do not trust that he will welcome your presence openly.
And what sort of gifts was he given?
Perhaps sewing needles, flame pokers, and knives.
Perhaps. He has learned a couple of tricks from this witness. I don't know the extent of it. To say nothing of being promised Rudel, among other things.
He said he was promised Rudel.
Yes.
But you yourself weren't so eager to accept these gifts.
Not eager, no. A little less fun being trapped in a castle with all the people you're betraying working under a false queen. A little less enjoyable than traipsing around Rudel like you own the country.
I'm pretty sure she's telling the truth, but I kind of want to.
You can roll a perception check if you want.
Yeah, I want to watch and see how she is kind of espousing this information.
She seems like she's telling the truth. She also seems like she's being cautious with how she says anything. Like she is very nervous to be having these conversations, period.
Lady Oradine, we can help your family if you let us. But you need to be completely forthright with us.
I am being forthright. I am being honest. I want you to succeed. To the witness, I am dead now anyway, if he finds out. And I'm dead if the Queen doesn't come back. So I am rather strongly rooting for your success.
Besides Queen Redmore, who makes up the hostages in the manor?
My family is there. There's a decent list, but Martel may or may not be there. And then Orla and Martin, Darcione and Lyle. And then the children, Rowan and Marin. I suppose that is 6 or 7, depending on whether you count Martel or not. And beyond them, the staff.
Well, this certainly isn't an easy request, but I don't see why it's as impossible.
Removing things like fire pokers, needles, and knives. Sounds like this witness is trying to protect himself from attack. Do you know that your family members have all their faculties? Are they trying to fight back?
I have warned them not to fight back. They're not. Martin is good with a blade, but the others are not trained in combat of any sort. He does not seem to twist the mind in any way. I do believe that all the family is sound of mind.
Except perhaps Martel.
Well, it sounds mostly like Martel's mind is fine. It's his ego that is filled.
Indeed. I'm worried that his lust for power might turn him away from his own family, seeking it. Is there anything, when we're there, anything we can do that you think could help convince Martel to pick the right side?
For all know, I haven't found an answer to that myself. But he's not a brave lad. She kind of shakes her head. It's like, if you show that his powers don't make him a match for you, maybe he'll listen to reason.
Well, if we can either depose him before meeting with a witness, or destroy the witness before meeting with him, either would be ideal, I suppose.
Perhaps destroying the witness in front of him would be enough.
I'd say that would be a convincing argument as far as Martel goes.
Okay. And I'm doing a lean lore check on the stuff Lady Oradine was talking about, like the knives and stuff going missing.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd also like to do a little.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is probably a 2, so it's fine if it's.
Go ahead, Turris.
Can I try to use crafting again to see if in any of my research there are any beings that are especially frightened of either slashing or just metal weapons outright,
Yeah.
more so than anything.
Yeah, go ahead. Oh my gosh. My game is being a little bit weird today.
Yeah, when I loaded in, it was a little laggy.
I'm gonna reload quick. So I apologize. First of all, one thing I'll tell you with the crafting check, fire pokers do not slash.
That's true. They do pierce, right? Yeah.
Yes. Um and
And I guess sewing needles would also pierce.
yes.
I also want to like extend my crafting, perhaps. If this still can like is fit within this box of like any creatures or entities that like to just collect metal in general.
There are, and some of them are aberrations. Some such creatures eat metal, but
Yeah, that was where my brain was at before Steris mentioned like maybe he's protecting himself. Like what if he's just collecting this stuff?
yeah, you think Steris's hunch is more correct.
Okay.
I'm not gonna. You guys have enough here to put together the puzzle,
Mhm.
so I'll say yes. He seems concerned about piercing damage. I'm not. The rolls are not high enough here to tell you exactly why.
Well, it doesn't necessarily have to. I
Yes.
guess.
Yes.
It was a 3. I knew it.
Yours was a 5.
Classic.
Mhm, mhm.
Classic.
Perhaps we can get a layout of the manor so we can plan our entry. Lady Oradine, do you have or would you be able to procure such a thing?
I can put something together. When do you plan on leaving?
As soon as possible, I believe. No moment too soon, considering the circumstance.
I can't see them, but I've heard word that people are spotting the witness's strange spies. Decent ways around the manor.
The Ruchalik.
Is that what they're called?
Peculiar, like black flying inkies.
More like a blur in the sky when I've seen them for the most part, but yes. I saw one unveiled.
Yes, they're called Ruchalik.
If you have any ability to shield your mind, I suggest it. It will steal your memories.
I cannot say that I am trained in such things, but I will try my best.
At least you're armed with that knowledge.
I was curious how you intend to approach.
I don't suppose you know of any old ways into the manor that are a little more surreptitious than taking the pathway in?
I'm afraid that such building projects are beyond our means. We mostly...
Well, we
The house is built on a little island, mostly to keep people out.
believe the
But-
witness
Island.
isn't aware of what's occurred here, right? I figured Lady Oradine herself would get us in.
Lady Oradine will not be going.
It would be rather dangerous for her, all things considered.
Unless you know of a way to keep a perhaps interdimensional teleporting being from killing her while our eyes are turned.
If anyone is looking at Lady Oradine right now, she just like shudders at the thought and like crosses her arms. Like I mentioned before, our family and our guards were forbidden from going into the woods, the swamp, south of the manor. So
I think starting there is a good idea.
Travel there is going to be tedious, I'm sure.
Well, we know we have a boat.
We do, don't we?
We do.
I don't know if you guys have actually brought Luna in for this meeting.
I don't think I would have thought of her being there.
All right.
We could talk to her next or something.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. She is the Queen's Guard. I don't really see the kind of information she would have. That is
Sure.
Unless she's like from the swamp or whatever.
No.
A native
no.
of the marshes.
She's in Marshland or whatever they are.
Marshlander.
She was gonna hype up about the boat. That's all.
Oh, ha! She can keep her mouth shut about the boat.
No, we know where our boat is.
Our boat.
Our
Right,
boat.
Yeah.
Mhm. Just like our musket. We always sold the musket, didn't we?
I think you did. Well, no, it was the void. It was the void musket. I think. I don't know if you guys.
No, there was also
that's-
musket. There was also
Well,
a
yeah.
musket.
Yeah,
And
I
we
didn't-
took off the runes and we gave the runes to Stairs.
Okay.
How we sold the musket itself, but yeah, we got the void musket.
We did. Yeah, well, you have the void musket staff. We have the
Right.
musket
That's right.
staff.
Just imagine it just shoots out of its top, huh?
We'll go through the marsh and perhaps we'll play stupid people who don't know where they're at. And maybe by the grace of the witness, we'll be taken in to the manor.
I think that's a lot of hope for a creature that probably knows of our existence, possibly.
Turris, my hope is that there's a bloody brawl out there.
That I'm very confident in having. If anything, if any scouts spot us, we merely have to eliminate them as we go.
That will prove too difficult. The Rutralic are too fast. And if they travel in groups of 4 or more, we will not be able to take them all out. That would be an intense use of resources.
Yes, I suppose so. Well, then I can all but assume that the witness will know we're coming before we get there.
The later, the better.
On that, I can agree.
He has been cautious And I don't think that he'll do anything rash like harming my family or the Queen. If he doesn't have time to think on it.
Well, let us hope that your judgment is correct.
Which
Alright,
I'm
we all
sure it
must we all must prepare for departing. I almost said debarking.
The barking.
Debarking.
We're gonna debark every tree in that marsh.
For departing. Unless you have more questions for her. But I have none, so I shall leave.
How long do we have to prepare before we leave?
Hopefully soon. No more than a day. Ideally, before the sun goes down.
Stairs will give a curt nod.
Whoever has my amulet.
Yes, that was another question, actually.
The command word, command phrase is wait, I have a proposal. And from my understanding, it will teleport you and turn you invisible. Teleport you, I don't know, some distance.
Somewhere specific, or just somewhere away from where you are?
You have to.
Test it out.
I would not do that. It is enchanted to work once as a contingency.
Oh.
And you have to. What did he say? You have to visualize a place far but not too far within I believe within a mile. But it has to be a place that you know. So in short, takes one.
In short, don't fucking wear it. It's from the witness, don't fucking wear it.
There is that. But if you do wear it, it casts the
God.
5th rank translocate spell and whatever the base invisibility is. Base 10-minute invisibility.
Base 10-minute? It's only 1 minute.
No, invisibility. The second level invisibility is 10 minutes.
God damn. It's a long time to be invisible.
It is.
Translocate does that, or it's like a combined effect?
It's a combination of translocate and invisibility.
Okay.
right. What do you guys do?
There was the other special spell or magic item she had though, right? To be able to communicate with her husband.
Correct.
I'm gonna ask her about that.
That ring is a little bit easier. You slide your thumb along the side of it, so it's not good if you're fidgety. Slide the thumb alongside of it, and then you can send a short message to the wearer of the other ring.
And your husband, has the other ring?
Yes, it will not be terribly useful to you here, as he is one of the only members of my family that is not home.
And where, pray tell, is he?
He's been down south on business, towards some fishing village of some sort. I've told him to stay there until things are safe.
Understood. And I suppose we are thankful for his safety.
Aye. Likewise. Could I don't suppose I could have that ring back.
It's of no use to us, Turris.
If you're concerned, by all means, keep it until you've deemed that I am not an information risk.
Very astute way to put that, Lady Oradine.
She kind of nods. I'm aware of the position I have landed myself in.
Then tell us, what position do you see yourself and your family in after this ordeal is over?
I see Rowan and Marin safe in Skallic. I frankly see my daughter off with her husband off to Lanova. The others. She kind of shakes her head. It's all Mardle's doing to start all of this, and my fault for allowing it to happen. I hope that the others will be free to go about their lives. Whatever else may be in store for myself. And from that, you can tell she still thinks that it's like 50-50 that she gets executed, even with cooperating in like all of the other stuff that's been going on.
Well, Lady Oradine, I think we all have a rare opportunity here, don't we? And Terrace looks around the room. You have directly and indirectly caused great misdeeds towards this land and its people. Not something so easily forgiven.
Kind of
Hopefully.
purses her lips.
With all hope, we will be able to rescue your family and the Queen. Not the first time we've done that second part, mind you. It is possible that we can assuage some or most of the debt that you might incur. Or more of the more dire things. I won't mince words. I am tired of politics and the desires of mortal men over greater good. I seek for you and your family or resources to pledge yourselves to us, Tower Ironcrad, to form a coalition that we will expand amongst the realm against the Seraph. You pledge yourself to us, and we will mitigate everything we can once we have conversation and trial with the Queen.
Her shoulders kind of relax a little bit, and she kind of crooks an eyebrow and tilts her head a little bit. Kind of like intertwines her fingers. She's like, "You think you're tired of politics now? See how you feel after you throw your support behind me and my family. I'm in no position to refuse, and I will be greatly in your debt if you can save them."
He smiles and nods. We are going to need many more resources than we have at the moment to defeat the Seraph. The more direct lines of those resources we can funnel here and channel where we need them will be of great help to defeat the Seraph. Chris kind of gives a stern look to Steris. Not like a judging one, just like he's weighing on his words he's about to say. And I think recompense and paying for one's deeds is important. You can't change what you have done in the past, but you can do everything you can to make up for it. You have a chance to do so.
I will think on that.
Good, he says with a smile. In that case, I suppose preparations are to be made now.
Wish you luck with those. Of course, my thinking on all this will be much clearer once you have successfully saved my family. So, good luck on that half of things.
Iris smiles and bows. Thank you. I'm sure it'll go exactly as it needs to.
She gives a bit of a bow of her own, and kind of like hands go down to her sides, and she turns and starts going for one of the doors. And like as soon as she starts turning, she looks so much more tired. And that leaves just the party in the throne room.
Well, the party minus Isha.
Minus.
Naturally,
Isha already dipped.
Isha zoom in.
always. So, Turris, when exactly do you anticipate giving her ring back? And why withhold it?
Well, if she was smart enough to understand it. And she's not an information risk. We don't know if Seraph has agents with her husband. So anything she might even idly say in confidence might leak back to him.
It seems a shame to not let that woman have some contact, considering she's been cut off by our hand.
She knows it's the price she must pay, and it won't be forever. If what she says is true, that her husband is safe in the south, then anything that any words she exchanges with him at the moment won't do them any good until the family is safe, now will it?
Seeking comfort in loved ones doesn't do one good. I guess I shouldn't expect you to understand that.
He gives a sheepish smile and says, "You will have to forgive me. I may not have been born yesterday, but there are many concepts that I don't personally understand yet. Only in reading. There's a weight to things, you know. And in my opinion, she has forgone temporary relievance of her own desires until we have a better handle on the situation here. And I think she knows that.
Steris will turn away and say that she needs to get to preparing. And she'll go in the same direction Lady Oradine did.
Sounds good. Point of order. Who does have the ring?
Turris,
Turris, are you wearing it?
That would be a little. It's not. Is it a? It's not a wedding ring, right? Like it's not.
It's definitely a wedding ring.
it is absolutely a wedding ring.
Yeah, I figured. Okay. Yeah, I think it would just be really weird to be wearing it. Honestly.
He's wearing it, but he has the big rock
On the inside of
on
his...
the inside, so it doesn't look as girly.
Not too
I
fast.
see, like toward the palm.
Yeah.
I mean, certainly he'd try it on.
I guess in like yeah, okay, all right, I'll give you that. Like, especially because like Turris doesn't really like teaching the robot to love. He doesn't really know love like from a first person perspective, right? Like he feels camaraderie and like a certain fondness for his friends and whatnot, but no sort of like romantic love outside of like what he's read in various novels and whatnot in the tower. So perhaps for just a moment he would try it on at some point.
All right, go ahead and just give me a
He's
flat.
pushing
Give me,
on. What
give me a flat.
freak. Oh my god.
Give me a flat D20. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Do you invest in the
Yeah.
ring as part of?
You hear the dirtiest smut you've ever heard in your entire life.
Hey, little mama, let me whisper in your
As you are caught in the mix of their sexting.
ear.
And Dylan has to come up with it right now.
Stop.
Sorry, we're gonna pause stream real quick so he doesn't get banned.
We'll be right back after this short intermission.
Give us the smut. Give it to us.
That's a different game. But yeah, do you invest in the ring as part of putting it up? Do you like let the magic kind of take effect?
If it's like a natural thing and it doesn't seem like it was affected by the witness, I suppose yes.
Okay.
For the sake of whatever the heck it might be happening.
And that was after this conversation or like the previous night? When was it?
You know what? Especially after like Steris like had that conversation of like, I wouldn't expect you to understand.
Got it.
Maybe he would like maybe he would have more thoughts of like that after the fact and just kind of like think about it, look at it, try it on for a second. Not really think too much about the fact that it like the magics, you know, take hold or whatever.
Yep.
Or attune to him or whatever.
Okay, cool. Nothing happens immediately. So, Steris, you exit the throne room in the general
No.
direction. Oh,
She can't.
what
I'm
the fuck?
stasising the door and I'm intercepting her. I'm intercepting
You
Lady Oradine.
left.
So you wanna? Okay.
The door just door stuck.
So Steris, you walk up to the door. It is the door that
Just
you
give me
wall of
18
thorns.
seconds. All
Yeah.
I'm asking for is 18 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, you want
So-
18 seconds?
Steris, you're not sure what's going on, but you walk up to the door. You try to turn the handle. The handle just doesn't move. Well,
The door's jammed, brother.
Yeah.
She locked it behind her. Oh no.
it feels like it's locked.
Hmm.
So that's unusual. Isha, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm just I like schmooze over to her and I'm like, your husband is in the south.
She like jumps a little, frankly. But then
If he's in the landing where the heroes gather, I have someone going there. Perhaps I can guarantee one safely returned to you.
she kind of like looks a little. It takes her a moment to kind of like process everything you're saying, and then she's like, "Right, yeah, it's a village called Venice Jetty. I'd heard that there was some kind of gathering, some kind of company being put together there. If I'm already very deeply in your debt, but if you did, I would be very appreciative.
Of course. And I am sorry, but it seems that Steris is like yanking on the doors.
No, I feel like Steris isn't even thinking that it's stasis. She just notices it's locked and thinks Lady Oradine needs some space. So she'll back off and wait to catch her later.
Okay.
But my friend wants to have a conversation with you. Perhaps you should return and Let her know that the door was not, in fact, broken. And
Yes, I can.
I just leave. I leave her. As quickly as I arrived, I'm gone. Like dust in the wind. I accidentally clicked my rollback button and it shitted me out of the game.
Uh-oh.
So that door kind of like opens down here a few moments later, and Lady Oradine steps back in. She's like, "Saw a guard sort of lock up this door. Strange that they did that. Shouldn't be locked." And she'll step back out.
I don't imagine Steris was being particularly urgent in going after Lady Oradine. So
Okay.
she is likely not still in the common room lingering with
Got it.
people she's upset with. So she'll plan to find her later. Perhaps I'm imagining she's working on putting together the map,
Yes. Yes.
and that be when I approach her. Which I can do now, but I'd like to do a potty break first, if that's
Sounds
possible.
good. This is an excellent time for that, and I
Okay,
can
thanks.
use one as well. So, if we want to be back in 5 minutes, we'll do that.
Sounds good.
Catch you guys in a minute.
All right.
I am back.
I never left.
Welcome back.
Classic.
I also never left.
Stand up. Stretch your legs.
Make me.
I did that earlier when I got my sushi, so
That's fair.
Is there good sushi in Australia?
Well,
I
I am the
imagine-
last person you should ask because I absolutely cannot stand fish. Australia does do a chicken teriyaki sushi, though.
Oh,
I cannot imagine that there is bad fish on a giant island.
I
Well,
It
if
feels
you go
like-
in the
I
center
don't
of
think
Australia, I'm
Australia is
sure,
considered
yeah.
an island.
It is.
It's a fucking island, Konnor.
Well, I genuinely like thought it wasn't because of it being so big that it's like
It's just an island continent.
It's a big island.
It's a big island, brother.
all right.
With, 95% of the territory not inhabited.
Either way, in
So-
like 30% of Australia, I wouldn't get fish. But everywhere else, the other 70%, I bet it's bomb.
Especially since I'm only, like an hour away from the beach.
Yeah, I bet it's bomb.
Yeah.
I bet the sushi is so good.
Not even
I've
that.
had Australian style fish and chips here. There's like
Mhm.
a place
What does that even mean?
instead of like serving you multiple pieces of fish, it's like one huge like piece, and it's also battered differently.
It's like
I
the
don't
British
know.
way, but just better.
I guess.
I don't understand. This looks exactly the same.
I think
No,
that
really, the only like cultural food that we have here is our snack packs.
You also have fairy bread.
Fairy bread, yeah.
You have fairy bread.
And Vegemite.
And Vegemite, exactly. Don't say you don't have anything.
I should have said the only thing I enjoy are snack packs.
Yeah, I don't understand. What is this?
What's a snack pack?
No, this... Like... I'm just trying to figure out the difference between Australian style and anything else.
I literally think it's just the size of the fish. Like that's the main thing I got from, because I think the guy is Australian who started this shop, and he was talking about it.
Oh, I see. They use different fish, which makes sense.
Yeah.
They use shark or flathead, typically.
I wonder if I can find the place. Yeah, what do
My
the
wife's not
fish-
here to yell at me at this point, so I can talk shit about all the Australian food.
It's so interesting. I can't imagine. I feel like being like proud of your culture and your food as like any like British, like anything coming from Britain is insane.
Yeah, like what do they have? Beans on toast?
Well,
They,
like what does America even really have?
but Britain
Nothing.
It's
like
like-
invented chicken tikka masala, isn't that right? Isn't it? Chicken tikka masala is theirs, right?
No, it's Indian.
Wow, Dylan.
They're-
I'm pretty sure it's.
international-
I'm pretty sure.
they're-
Look, it's like the UK's national food. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure.
and
I'm
it's
pretty
not
sure it's
theirs. It's not theirs.
I think if you.
It is definitely their national dish, but it is not theirs.
I don't know about that.
So under the same aspect, I would say that America does do burgers and pizza well, even though they both didn't start in America. They have perfected them in America.
It is definitely
Okay,
a little bit
actually-
different in that Italy was never a colony of the U.S.
Technically, at least one of the places that is accredited for like creating tikka masala.
Oh my
is,
god, it's.
Glasgow.
Did you say Moscow?
No, Glasgow. in
Glasgow. Okay,
did I
yeah,
say that?
sure.
Scotland.
Glasgow?
Yeah. He's
Glasgow, yeah.
Glasgow. Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's wild. That's a turn I didn't expect.
Other theories suggest
It is clear I was being full sarcastic, right? Yes?
No.
Please? God.
Wait, for which part?
Was not. I'm so sorry.
It was not. It's unironically their national day.
I know, that's
So
what I was making fun
confused.
of.
I was confused. I was like, brother, no. Brother, please.
That was absolute, like, you can't tell me that was sarcasm.
I don't know if sarcasm is what I would call it, but I'm glad I can play dumb really well.
You know, it comes with the hair a little bit. That's all right. It serves you well in life.
I thought you were
sure.
gonna say it comes with the heritage.
That too, probably.
Yeah.
I'm like, where did blonde even originate from? You know?
Dawn's a redhead. What do you mean?
The deep sighs. He's gonna kill us all. He's gonna kill us
Oh,
all.
everyone dies.
I'm not afraid of Ed Sheeran.
God.
Connor's been so quiet this whole time, only to harass his.
Only comes out to harass Barris. Dude.
I'm back.
I'm
Dude.
sorry.
It's
I'm sorry.
insane.
That's so funny.
Are we
Oh,
cracking
it's
Barris?
hilarious. It's hilarious. Keep doing it.
I'm teasing.
I was
but
being
also
I was playing dumb real well about the UK inventing chicken tikka masala. And I got a collective. I don't even.
A collective everyone but Voraktee.
Oh, poor dumb white boy head pat.
Oh.
Correct. Poor dumb white boy. Notably, I just called you blonde.
True.
I didn't call you a dumb white boy. I called you blonde. It's a
Correct.
little different.
Yeah. So, need to get some combat into this session. How this is going.
Oh god.
Scene gets hit by a fireball out of nowhere.
It's just the the ceiling collapses in this throne room.
Yeah, it took some damage last time.
I
I want you to know, Varys, I've never
Okay.
heard of this this place that you've mentioned.
What place? What?
Venice Jetty.
Oh, it's just the old name for the. It wasn't called Expeditions Landing a year ago.
I want you to know, I didn't know that.
It's not my fault the road didn't ask the fishermen about their village. But yeah, guy named Benny lived there, and he had a jetty.
You know what? I might actually have that. Let me look at my notes. Like, that sounds really familiar, actually.
Now that you say it like that.
But
But
yeah,
also knowing me, that sounds like something I would never have written down. In my own hubris, I would have been like, I'll definitely remember that.
all right. So we left off with Steris leaving and Isha leaving, and would the folks who are gathered like to do anything
what's her
before we?
husband's fucking name?
Husband.
Yeah.
We asked.
I was gonna. Can we say that we
What?
asked? Like we.
What did I do? I muted my game. Jesus, sorry. What was that? What was that?
Can we say that we asked? Like you threw it in there.
Sure. While you were holding the ring above her, over her head, you could have been like, "By the way, what's the name of the husband you can't talk to yet?"
let's be clear. Those bitches in the throne room, they want to be mean. I'm your friend.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's that damn man's name? It better be something spellable.
Oh.
Garusian.
Everything about this family, the only one I can spell is Martel. I'm gonna kill him. So
Oh my god.
It's very spellable. It's
that's
Miles.
good. Oh my god!
Hmm.
What? Poor dumb white boy.
How'd you spell it?
MYLES.
Spelling game. Yeah. MYLES.
There you
Correct.
go. I thought for sure you were
also
gonna do
how I wrote
MI. Well done, guys. You passed the fantasy
We
name
know
test.
you like random Y's in your names.
I got that random Y from the Irish name generator. Thank you very much.
Oh, okay. The random.
Or like he's like,
name
this is an
generator,
authentic
like,
Irish name. Sarah. Spelt like this, by the way.
I could have thrown.
Sarah with 2 Y's.
Sarah with 2 Y's.
Could have thrown this at you guys.
Oh god.
Miles.
Miles.
All right.
Yeah, I take the long way around to get back to the door.
Okay. Right.
And then I
Go.
find,
Oh, you mean like long way around?
oh yeah. Well, I'm not going back by the front door again.
Okay. So you mean
No,
you mean the
no.
long way around?
Yeah. I'm going the long way around. You know in the Cup song they're talking about how I went the long way around. That's the way I went.
I see.
You're so speedy though. It'll be
Yeah.
lickety split.
Still, yeah. It's still like 2 turns, no matter. You go outside, go around the barracks, and you'd still be there in 2 turns. So you emerge back with the rest of the party minus Steris.
Correct.
Sorry, you're going to see the void for a moment.
That's okay. I don't need to see
Void.
any of them.
I would like to go find Luna and just ask about any local maps of the area that kind of detail like the swamp. Any like more traversable places through it.
Okay. Yeah, she'll come up with some surveying maps of that location in particular.
And I'll idly mention, maybe we'll use a boat.
That's probably a good idea. I mean, if you're gonna go by the swamp, then that would certainly make more sense than like hiking over the mountain and then coming down south. Yeah, that makes sense. Should have some survey maps on file. They might be a couple of years old, but we'll get them together. I'll be waiting for you in the throne room.
Very good. Suppose we should have the boat prepared as well. Hope you don't mind us commandeering the one in the tunnels.
Oh. Right, that's a very good idea. It has
You're too honest.
it has
Now it's no
enchantments.
fun stealing it.
Has enchantments on it that will hide your appearance, at least, from people looking from the outside.
Isn't it nice mentioning that you're gonna do a thing to your friend? That's very good to know.
No, it was funner to steal it.
You ruined Isha's mischief.
We're still stealing it. We're not gonna give it back.
No, absolutely not.
It's too convenient. This boat makes us look normal.
Mhm.
We're just gonna hook Turk onto the front and put wheels on it everywhere we go.
Yeah.
I see.
Need a we do need a wagon version of this. That'd be dope.
What have I done?
You've given us a new carriage.
Mhm, mhm.
There was. This episode's been bad for accidental magic item gifts that are just like too good. I started talking about the sending ring and just like how it will logically work, and I just like hung my head and I was like, oh man, I'm giving them a walkie-talkie.
Yes, you
Yep.
are.
Yeah,
We just gotta get the other one.
Wait, we do have to break up a happy marriage.
You do have to steal wedding rings for it, so it is.
It's like we have to steal wedding rings, which is kind of crazy.
Clearly the only way to. You gotta get them to get divorced. That's the only way. You're gonna get
That's the only way, and
The
they have
only
to throw
possible
the
way.
rings down in the
Yeah.
courtroom, and then it's an all-out brawl for the 2 rings.
Yeah, correct. And whoever ends up with the 2 rings they're married.
Correct.
Oh,
Exactly.
A walkie-talkie marriage.
Yeah. What are you
I
guys
don't
doing?
want Isha sexting me.
Oh, my thing is really easy. I just go talk to Nahi and Katoda, and I tell them to go get Miles Oradine from
Okay.
Expedition Landing.
Cool. What's the context and connotation when you say go get this man?
There is no context or connotation. I tell them go do it. Do they question me?
They don't question
Because
you.
that's different. That's different.
You just Katoda is like, oh yeah, boss, I'll go get him for you, and like gives you a wink. And you're not quite sure.
Oh, don't bring him here safely. I don't need him coming in a box, multiple bits and bobs. You know how it is.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna keep him safe. And Nahi is like, is this an invitation or is he coming?
Yes.
Right. Okay, great. All right, we'll start with the invitation, and then not a box. Maybe we bring a bag.
Well, maybe you bring a box just in case.
Anyway, we won't cut him up.
Thank you. And that's it.
They have it well in
That's my one
hand.
thing. Thank God. My big strong and my little meek. My left and right hands.
Excellent. All right. Terrace Turkansi, anything you guys would like to do while your party members have mysteriously disappeared once again?
No, just if I got enough for the geographical stuff, then make sure the boat gets prepared and makes her personally prepared. Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Well, I want to see if Taurus wants to play Shatar with me.
Terrace.
Absolutely. I'm ready. We got game time.
Wonderful.
Turris is unconscious on the floor.
We can we can roll for who wins, but either way, Turris has. You didn't expect that a building could develop a bruise, but he has a bruise on his forehead the next time. You all see it. All right, Steris, where would you like to go?
I imagine that she spent a bit of time like gathering her things and preparing for our departure before trying once again to seek out Lady Oradine.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to find her, no problem.
She'll approach her and I apologize that you weren't able to get your ring back. It seems you understand the terms, but I think it a shame nonetheless.
Well, we've gone through longer periods without being able to speak to each other before. It's quite all right, really. But thank you all the same.
I pray that you're reunited soon. I'm curious. Something's been, well, pulling at my thoughts when it comes to your circumstances. You seem to be taking it all in stride, and I guess I'm curious if would you have chosen to do it differently if you could go back before the witness took his hold on you?
She kind of like looks down at the ground, kind of like tilts her head off to one side and considers for a minute. And then responds. By the time the witness showed up, I believe that it was too late to take much of a different course. I believe would I have done things differently? I would have done things differently with Mardel, certainly. I would have questioned him when he started acting strangely these last few months. I would have taken this concern, the strange tower appearing to the south, seriously, and the star and all that nonsense. Many things I would have done differently, but the last... Sometimes you find that you're in the rapids and you don't know how you got there so quickly, but there's no time left to turn, no time left to get to shore, and all you can do is get your head above water.
Do you consider yourself to be responsible for how things transpired?
She kind of blinks once, and that stare at the ground kind of goes like somewhere further, and then she just kind of gives like one small nod.
Despite being coerced and threatened, you take responsibility.
That is what there is to be done. When there are those more innocent than me that have gotten tangled up. And even then, I'm selfish.
How? To me, it seems noble. You could easily wash your hands of it, claim you were coerced, claim you had no choice.
We have staff at the manor. Security. And I've done little to help them. Not asked. I think they'll make it out well enough. I don't think you'll do anything that will get them all in any kind of trouble. But it would be a lie to say I was that concerned.
Well, of course you'd prioritize your family. We have to protect our own.
She kind of nods again. It's all I can manage to do. And hardly even that.
Well, I'll do everything I can to help them return to you safely.
Gives another slow nod. I do appreciate that. Puts me at ease somewhat. Thank you.
Stairs will nod to her politely and turn to make her leave.
She
I'm
pitches with
sure-
her hands a little and turns and leaves herself.
Okay, cool.
Did not mean to cut you off, sorry.
No, you're fine. I was going to depart saying I'm sure she's tired after the events of the day.
All right. Seems like the plan is roughly for the group to get together and leave around sundown. Is that correct?
That's my understanding.
Okay. Does anyone else have anything they would like to do before getting together to depart?
I just have my little correction in the chat there.
Right.
But I
yeah,
assume you
no,
saw
no
it.
problem.
I was like, wait a minute. I remember.
That addition also reminded me that it's far less like technically important, but like if we want to chat about it like later, I just want to also get like extra like staff for like the kitchen and stuff like that for the tower.
Got you.
And like we mentioned earlier, like find extra like couriers and runners that we can trust.
Okay.
And Tower Eincrad is hiring.
Yep.
Yeah. Short version, business is sort of shutting down in Expeditions Landing, other than there's kind of like 3 different groups working together at Expeditions Landing. They're putting up everyone who wants to stay there, but they're also like prioritizing getting people back to wherever they back to Eden and other locations by boat, other than the Brass Blades, who are keeping a strong presence. Brass Blades? No, Brass Scales.
The brass blades are the bad version of the brass scales.
Yeah. Anyway, so there's a lot of people basically in Expeditions Landing that would love a job like that, and are familiar with things being a little more scrappy, as opposed to if you're like hiring
Perfect.
catering staff in in Songale here.
No, that works perfectly if we can recruit there.
Cool.
Additionally, oh, go ahead.
I was going to say in our prep hours, Stairs would be trying to do a little research to figure out exactly where the heck that tea house is. You said to the south, but I don't know how far away that is.
Yeah, it's like it's really like it's a decent walk
It
away
was-
from the castle.
You said it was just outside the city proper.
Yeah, there's like neighborhoods
I
that
don't
are.
imagine.
It's just like right here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not sure how much time I have and if I have enough time for that.
Yeah, it's not like super
Probably not-
close, but it's like 40 minutes from the castle by foot.
Mm.
By Slither.
By slither. By scale.
By tail.
By snail, by snail
We have
trail.
we have so many options.
Yes.
I see.
So yeah, you're able to get directions there, no problem. You're able to kind of get an idea of where it is.
I can't wait to find out what our little information leak is gonna find here.
If I have enough time between the end of our conversations and our departure, I'll go.
I think
But I
you.
feel like I'm cutting it close.
You almost certainly do. Like, we decided that conversation, like, we ended 11. Sundown's probably close around, like, you have like 5 hours, 4 hours. I think it's fine.
Yeah, you do definitely literally have time if Steris wants to go and do that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and
She would slink off and not tell anyone where she's going.
that was going to be my next question. All right. So, yeah, there's kind of a bit of a kind of spread out market by the river. Like, there's kind of farmers market stuff going on down there. There's a lot of little shops. And then among all of that, there is kind of a there is a tea house there. It says like it's just called Riverside Song. And it's kind of like a sort of small building, but with like a fence that goes from either side of it over to the river. And then there's like kind of a garden on the other side, all set up with like tables and stuff and places to sit, stone benches along the river, but kind of tucked privately away. And then kind of the main house of it, like the actual building where the kitchen is, you kind of poke your head in there and there's just like the very strong like herbal smell of tea being brewed. It's more like humid in there than outside. And very like kind of warm and cozy space immediately in that kitchen, despite the chill of the river kind of like pushing back.
Okay. I would try to identify like a host of some kind, who I am to give my passphrase to.
Yeah, there's definitely people kind of like running back and forth. You see a fellow in kind of like a teal outfit that like all the kitchen staff seems to kind of reference in some way, but one is more done up, a very kind of like night like overcoat with like kind of matching suit pants of that same kind of dark teal color. And he comes back in from the other side, from the garden, and sees you kind of like entering and rushes over quickly. He's like, "Oh yes, how can I help you, miss?"
I'm meeting a friend.
Meeting a friend. And he kind of like looks over his shoulder and then back at you and is like, "Friend that is similar." I apologize. I don't mean this. Similar to your countenance?
Yes, correct.
Right. This way then. And he'll kind of like lead you back to the garden. And immediately, like, you step outside and it's much, much quieter. Get away from like the clacking of like, you know, the steaming of kettles, the clacking of silverware against glassware, and that kind of thing. He leads you down like a little bit of a trail. There's like lots of bushes everywhere that go like just up to like a little bit above your eye level. Keep it kind of private in all these little spaces in the garden. And he leads you on, twists and turns a little bit, but then the river suddenly comes into view with this kind of half oval of like shrubbery and a kind of stone table with kind of like curved stone benches, and sitting in that stone bench you see a steno, one that is familiar to you, but she has kind of a hood up. She's wearing a well-fitting tan coat with a bit of like a tawny fur collar. And that kind of fur lining goes along the hood as well, and that is like tucked up, but you can see her snake hairs kind of like meandering a little bit under it, and like poking out from under the hood. She's kind of like sipping a cup of tea and like leaned back in the chair, one leg crossed over the other, kind of looking out over the river. You can just barely see as you're approaching that there's like a stack of gold-colored necklaces and neck pieces, kind of like around her neck, under the collar, mostly under the coat, but kind of going like halfway up her neck. And there's maybe just like a bit of a flash, you know. You know the mortal wound that she took was under those necklaces. She is a bit thinner than you remember, and a bit paler too. And then, I'm not sure if you announce yourself right away, but the attendant kind of like takes a couple of steps into this space and says, "Yes, you've got a friend, got a guest here. And I'll leave you to it. Let me know if you would like anything." And Scry kind of like looks over. You see the Stano look over, and you immediately see the face of Scry. And her eyes kind of go a little bit wide, maybe like a little bit surprised. And she kind of like sets her tea down and stands up and just says, "Stairs."
Scry, it's great to see you.
And she kind of like, that look of surprise goes to one of like, her brows kind of arch up, and immediately smiles just ear to ear and steps quickly over to you and wraps her arms around you.
Stairs will eagerly hug back and say, "I don't know if you were expecting me, Sig. She told me where to find you."
She didn't let me know that you might be. We only... Our communications are a little bit sparse, but I thought you might be here soon. Come sit. And looks to the attendant and kind of like waves him off, and it's like, "That'll be all for now. Check back in 10 minutes. Let's see if my sister would like something to drink." And the attendant kind of like nods, scurries away, and she goes, leads you back over to take a seat. Sorry, it feels like it's been so long.
It's been too long.
Almost like another life.
Indeed. It's surreal. But I'm happy we were able to see each other at last. I've known for some time that you're here. I just didn't know where and how I'd be able to see you.
And here you are. Silly to say, but you've grown.
Hope so. I've been training with Sig for some time. I'd be a poor student to have not grown at least a bit.
I take it you've not been going easy on her?
Of course not.
Excellent.
Though she let me have it first. I had to learn the hard way how to handle her. But no better way to learn.
I would say no better teacher, but I think we both know she has her rough edges. But I'm glad you two have been able to spend so much time together.
How are you? You look good? Well, considering everything.
I have... I've had a lot of time to think and a lot of things to think about.
I can imagine.
Mostly there has been work to do. But I think I've been good.
Happy to hear it.
And you, making allies left and right? Well, perhaps less so in this castle so far, but well on your way.
Steady progress, to be sure. Though, yeah, things have been rocky recently. But nothing I can't handle.
Your group has been making excellent progress. And I'm very proud of the way that you've been bringing people together.
We face a great threat. It's important. Now more than ever, the people come together.
It is. May not seem like it, but that's what we're working toward.
Based on my conversations with Sig, yeah, that's my understanding as well.
She kind of nods
Though-
a couple of times.
She implies that there could be a time where my mission and yours diverge.
Yes. Well, I'm not sure exactly what Sig has told you, but your mission is to stop Seraph, and ours is to unite people, get them to look beyond their petty differences. Look beyond their ignorances. And that's no easy thing.
What ignorances are you targeting? I fear there's many.
She kind of opens her mouth and then closes them again. Closes it again.
All of her snake's mouths.
Yes, correct. Yes. She says, people tend to forget them quickly when there's a knife to their throat. So I would not say that we are targeting any specific ones.
Simply ending those that have ignorance?
No, not exactly, but she kind of like considers for a moment. She's like, you have already made friends with the giants, from what I hear.
Yes.
I hear there is some kind of they have pledged to fight if Sarosa starts marching north, if the Seraph starts marching north. Even if they have to stand side by side with Temel. Temel and Lanova, who they have never gotten along with.
Quite a feat.
She nods. Just one example.
Uniting them against a common enemy.
She nods.
Is that common enemy not the Seraph, though?
Yes,
I guess I don't understand why.
it is the Seraph. Seraph and us.
The Seraph isn't enough. Uro needs to be a common enemy.
She kind of like looks down at her tea and kind of like tilts her head up. Uro needs to make sure that the problem does not get solved by foolish heroics before the people have been forced to come together. King Ruth of Lanova, the Emperor of Eden across the sea, the Naga, powerful heroes who have started to tread into divinity themselves. There are many who would seek to defeat the Seraph on their own terms. And if any of them happened to succeed too quickly, this would all be for naught.
So then the work you're doing is to create barriers to prevent these individuals from ending it too quickly.
She nods. Looks a little bit conflicted, a little bit ashamed. I did not mean to turn this conversation in such a direction so quickly.
I fear it's been on my mind. I couldn't help myself from asking.
She nods. You don't have to worry yourself with any of that. And she kind of shakes her head a little bit. You've been doing an excellent job gathering allies. And as for those ignorances I've talked about, more than one kingdom who would turn away more than one member of your party without a second thought if they came asking for aid normally. Now consider you close allies.
Our unconventional approach proves effective.
Indeed.
Well, I appreciate the clarity. Sig's never been the best at relaying information. She spoke of specific outcomes and potentialities of us crossing swords in the future.
She does the
I
tasks
just don't see how
that
that would be possible.
she does the tasks that Uro sets forth. She understands the goal. Which I don't know that she necessarily sees Uro. Maybe.
She implied that you were much closer to Uro than her. What do you think of him?
I think do you remember that time Sig got into we were much younger. Sig got into a fight in the woods with that boy from the village.
Of course.
Sig started kind of following him around a little, harassing him eventually. Who knows how it happened, but he ended up in the river with a broken arm. And we thought, Dara thought that the village would come for us back then, and we would get pushed out. And she ended up clearing up the whole thing. Those two, none of the village were friendly with us, but Sig and that boy ended up cordial. I feel like I see some of Stara in Uro. In the way he takes responsibility for those who can't see past their own nose sometimes. And neither Sig nor that boy were very happy with Stara, the scoldings they got, and for whatever she negotiated with his parents. But they got along after.
He was quite the mediator. Always seemed to find a solution.
Yes. Sees the root of things and sees why people are disagreeing and where their hurt comes from, even if they cannot see it themselves. And so he tries to guide them toward an understanding. And that is what I think of him.
A robust response. you think highly of him.
She kind of like crinkles her brow a little bit at that comment, but then like smooths it out and like gives a little nod. Like she's going to argue and then kind of like thinks better of it.
Ah. I have many regrets for how things went that day.
You should
But
have
I'm
none.
none. I don't see how that could be the case, considering what I lost, and that I wasn't there.
If you had been there, I fear. She kind of shakes her head. I don't even want to think of it. I am so glad that you were not there. So
Doing what I
happy.
can to make it right.
What is that? What is right here?
Justice, of course. I'm tracking down each of the men that took part in that heinous act and doing to them what they did to you.
Sending them to the door may feel like a balanced scale.
Indeed.
This dog is really loud.
All the way from the castle.
Where was I? Sending them to the door may feel a balanced scale. But is it justice, truly?
I believed it to be. And then the most recent one I sent to the Grey Door popped right back up.
She kind of like looks down at herself and like raises both of her hands, kind of like palms up. She's like, a lot of that going around. Sorry. I shouldn't joke.
It's always been a positive quality of yours. Though typically you reach for it when you're uncomfortable.
She kind of like bashfully looks toward the river.
Things were much simpler when I believed it to be black and white, an eye for an eye. But things keep getting muddier, and but letting it go doesn't feel right either. How could I just... Struggling to make sense of it.
She nods again. It's...
My companions don't seem to understand either.
We think that the first disagreement between the giants and Temel had to do with a stolen goat. And the stolen goat turned into one giant ransacking that human's farm when he took home a goat that did not belong to him. And then that giant was tracked down and killed, and then that whole hunting party was taken by the giants, killed as well. There, of course, needs to be some kind of arbitration for these things, but this kind of direct vengeance is exactly what causes the rifts that Uro is trying to pull back together. And certainly these men with hate in their hearts paid coin by one of the villagers with just as much, if not more. What they did is wrong, and she shrugs. And I don't know what the right answer is.
I wish you did. I suppose that's for me to decide.
Svetlo said, There's a bald man there. He was ordered to kill me and Setlo. And Setlo, she said, as he drew his blade, that she forgave him for his pitiable cowardice. She kind of like swallows. So I am trying to do that too.
Are you succeeding?
She kind of it's kind of like a fluttering blink at that question. I am trying to understand. I'm trying to think beyond the hurt that they have caused to me. I don't know if I'm succeeding yet.
I take comfort in that. At least I'm not struggling alone.
No, I think all three of us have similar struggle right now. But surely that hasn't made up all of your journey.
No, just parts of it.
So, where do you go next? There's a queen missing after all.
Indeed. Trying to find her, hopefully succeeding.
I have no doubt you will. And what about after that? Seems one way or another you've managed to stop this war with Lenovo.
Yes. It's something I'm still struggling to fully take in. But here's hoping it lasts.
Do you plan to stay and make sure it lasts? Or are you off to find the next ally?
A bit of both.
She kind of tilts her head and nods. Go ahead and make me a diplomacy check just to make an impression, by the way. Like, obviously, she already knows who you are and everything. But I want to see... Okay. I think she quickly starts to... She doesn't stand up, but she starts to cast a spell. After kind of just like
Okay.
watching you for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's kind of been the... I don't know if you do anything immediately, if that happens.
I always mix up which of my characters has recognized spells and which one doesn't. I think it... Yeah, no. I do not.
Okay.
It's the other one. Yeah, no.
All right. So after a moment, there's like a bit of a shimmer, kind of around you guys, and there's been like birds chirping. You could vaguely hear still the clinking coming from the kitchen. Some people, nothing decipherable, but like people talking kind of like along the path. You'd hear the river kind of bubbling, and then very suddenly all of that kind of like someone sliding a very thick window shut. All of that sound gets like thinner and thinner and thinner and then disappears. And then she kind of like shrugs her shoulders and like adjusts her hood a little bit. And she says, the Seraph is trying to... He seeks the ley line nexuses. He wants to turn the Four's machinery toward himself and become the god of this world. He has found one.
Where?
And like just barely under the hood, you see this kind of like wry, almost like irritated smile. And she kind of swallows and she's like, there was always something strange about our temple, wasn't there? Be careful who you tell this. And she stands up.
I will.
and then the sound kind of comes back in all of a sudden. She dismisses the spell, and very suddenly you can like hear all the sounds around you happening again. And she steps over to you and like reaches down and like bends down towards you and just gives you a very tight hug.
Yeah, Sarah's hugs her back and perhaps holds on a bit longer than Scry. I wish I could stay, talk to you, but I have to leave.
As do I.
You probably can't promise when or how, but I hope we're able to speak again soon.
Me too. Be safe.
You as well.
She'll like give you a kiss on the cheek and then stand up and then kind of she looks nervous now after telling you that. But she kind of like shakes it off and gets like a warm look on her face and kind of like like tussles your snake hairs a little bit.
They nip at her playfully.
And she sticks her tongue out at one. And then she kind of like wipes one eye and turns and starts walking up the path.
There's gaze will linger on her for a while, and then she'll kind of notice the sun moving towards the horizon and make her leave.
All right. You guys have been getting at the castle. You've been getting in the tower. You've been getting your things together, getting the directives in order for all of the tower denizens. There is it's kind of a crude, quickly put together floor plan from Lady Oradine. It's not like the house isn't like a maze or anything like that. So it's like 2 floors. There is a front door and a back door. And then there's kind of like an east wing and a west wing of the house. Yeah, big main stairs in kind of like the center room, and I'll give you guys like a drawing of this later. But
It'd be hilarious if we didn't need it because we're just gonna fight him in the marsh. But
yeah,
you know, we'll see.
So there's big main entranceway. That typically there's like there are guards in the grounds in front of and behind the house. There's 3 guards on the main floor, no guards on the second floor. There's big main entranceway with stairs that go up to the second floor, and then the east wing is kind of like actual rooms of the house. There's like a ballroom over that way, and like some offices and like a den, etc. on the first and second floor. Second floor also has like a very big room above the ballroom, and that is where the queen is being kept. There are secondary stairwells to get up to the second floor. There's like there's a few options. Kind of in the I'll get to that with the drawing. It's hard to explain. But the one on the east side that would lead directly up to the room where the queen is being held is blocked off. Or I guess she says that it is. They're forbidden from using it. and they'll get you guys kind of a rough drawing of what I'm talking about later.
I guess one last question Curtis would ask to Lady Oradine is there any phrase or piece of information that we can use to quickly rally like the captain of the guard and the Oradine family to their side to know that they're we're trying to help them with Lady Oradine's help?
She kind of thinks that over. She's like, if you have my ring, then my family should know well enough that you're there to help them. They know the situation that they're in. The guards do not, even the captain of the guard, but if you think it best, you can find the captain of the guard. Let me think. Then she goes to like jot down some notes. So she gives you some suggestions on how to approach the captain of the guard. If you do want to get him on your side, but she can't guarantee like where he'll be at any given time, like if he'll be in the barracks, if he'll be in the house. But it's definitely possible to win him over. She gives you like the name of his wife, and like just some pieces of information that quote unquote only she would know, pretty much, and of just like personal connection stuff with this captain of the guard. So there's no like passphrase, like emergency passphrase or anything that would tell him that like you're there on her orders, her invitation to come save the day.
Mm-hmm.
But
Her behest.
yeah. But gives you some stuff to make a connection with him if you want to go find him. And other than that, you're on your own to convince the guards why you're there, or you know, however you would like to handle them.
Maybe I'll have her also write a short letter, like to the captain of the guard, and try to deliver it to him.
Okay, yeah, she'll do that. She'll sign it, stamp it. Even she's got like, yeah, she's got an office here, so she'll put like a seal with her seal on it.
And last question. Her guards that she had here, were they wearing her like militia colors and whatnot?
Yeah, they're wearing her kind of house colors, and they all had. There's kind of this, just like, how to describe it? It's like circular. It's like an otter kind of curled, kind of is the symbol, and it was like on their left, like, cauldron, pretty much.
Mm-hmm. All right. I'm going to spend about, at any point in time when we have like some downtime while getting ready, I'm going to spend about 30 minutes or so chatting one of the guards up, if not multiple of them.
All right. She has 2 here. She only has 2 here.
Right. Perfect.
And they'll chat with you. And
cool.
That'll give you
matter does not matter.
All right. Yeah, you'll have a, I suppose it would be circumstance bonus. You'll have a circumstance bonus to any diplomacy rolls for guards that you have to make.
Cool. I'll probably ask them. I guess any subject matter, I will ask them about other guards in the manor and stuff like that. Any personal, the little things here and there. So
Yeah.
just to flavor that a bit.
Sure. Totally fine.
Cool.
Frankly, you can just make up guard names and anecdotes as you wish.
Beautiful. I
was
can't
like-
wait.
I was like, oh, I'll come up with like a list of that stuff. Wait a minute.
Nah,
Delegate.
nah. We'll just improv it. It's fun. I would be happy to improv that if it comes up.
Wonderful.
I think. Oh, hold on. Let me double check the. Let me make sure this works the way I think. So essentially, if it comes down to it, if we get a chance to, I want to use this to try to sneak in and talk to the captain of the guard when we get there next time. And if I need
Okay.
any of their personal effects or armament to like finish off the illusion, I would request those from one of the guards.
Okay, got you. That will definitely help. Let's see. Setting up a disguise for the impersonating. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Status bonus. Okay. So illusory disguise, or the scarf gives you a +4 status bonus to impersonating someone else, and then their personal effects will give you a circumstance bonus on top of that. So, yeah, they'll lend you some stuff.
Cool.
Frankly, they'll just give you like their armor if you want it.
Yeah, that works. Yeah.
Okay. You may or may not be trained in the armor, so it may or may not be a great idea to wear it the whole time, but
Well, I'm going to intend not to have to fight.
yes. All right. We'll put all that stuff together.
Cool.
Along with
The real problem will come up when we realize that this guy
Ooh.
and then a second
What?
guy. What is my computer doing?
I know you're cutting out a little bit. We
Yeah, you
missed
were
the ends
cutting
of
out.
those sentences.
Yeah, I
We
heard
sure
this
did.
guy and other guy, and I see the wit in chat.
Yeah, your plan will be great. Or this plan will be great till you realize that the wit is actually the wit and the Ness.
And there's two of them.
It'd be a great twist if it was secretly
for-
two people that
for
got mixed together.
I was pressing Alt Enter, and it was like making me go to a different tab, and I was like, "What the fuck is
Oh.
happening?"
Oh, great. So, you got the plans gathered. You have delegated a ton of stuff to your hirelings. I'm not going to forget any of them. Because I've definitely
not.
taken more than 0 notes today.
Yeah, you've definitely taken 0 notes.
Wow. Oh, yeah, I like that.
Well,
You
I mean,
guys
you kind of
have-
walked into it.
All right, we'll see what you walk into next week. So you guys
I'm
are
fine.
getting your stuff together.
I'm not gonna be there.
Whoa. Whoa, you're not
Wait,
going to the manor?
You're not going to the manor?
Whoa,
Wow.
whoa, whoa.
I don't know. It was going to be so fast. Well, we'll talk about that, I guess. So anyway, anything else anyone would like to do before departing and getting the boat?
We go out the butt door, by the way.
Yeah. What?
Well,
Okay,
that's
we're
where
going
the
out the-
boat is.
Well, yeah. But also, we're not going out the front door.
Right. Yeah, you're going to the
That's fine.
boathouse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh god, the guards are gonna be like, "The fuck," and we're gonna be like, "Our boat, we gotta go." See ya.
All right. So, you guys go to the boat to get it together. You know, looked a little messy, so clearly you guys will have to clean it up and patch any holes because it looked shitty or whatever. But
No, absolutely not.
Um,
We knew that it was an illusion.
yes. So you get there, you kind of like uncover the boat, you get it situated in the water, you step on.
And
This-
it starts sinking immediately. Fuck.
It's
that
like
was
a-
real.
It's not a huge boat, but it's not a tiny boat. It's like, I mean, part of this is just tabletop grid stuff, but it's like 15 feet by like 40 feet.
Dang, that's a
What the
big boat.
That's a big boat.
Yeah.
That's
Have you tried? Well, yeah, it's like a fishing boat. It's a bit of a dinghy, but not
Here,
super tiny.
I thought it was a little fucking
It's a-
canoe.
It's
It's
a
a sloop.
right. Yeah. Exactly. To that note, it is so whoever hops in first, you immediately just look like they immediately look like they're wearing like a cloak with like the hood pulled up, and like a salt and pepper beard, and just kind of like a middle-aged, somewhat rotund human man. Whoever hops in first, and then
I feel like it would be tourist because he knows what's going on, and he's like,
Yeah.
"Watch this!" He jumps
I
in.
kind of want it to be Turco. Just
yeah.
really,
A boat
Turn
can
around
sink
like,
under
what?
your weight a bit.
Turkon hops in, and the enchantment doesn't quite know what to do with him, but does just look like a 7 foot tall, not quite as tall as Turkon, but like a 7 foot tall, very wide set dude, like very tall,
It
kind of
would've been-
linebacker build.
It would have just been absolutely hilarious if it just like made him 5'2".
Cut him in half.
Yeah.
So, and boat looks great on the inside of the illusion. Doesn't look shitty at all. Also, there is this boat is decently big, but like you are surprised to find that there are steps down at the front of the boat, kind of like under the, what is it called? The prow? The
Under the front.
Yeah,
it's
under
fine.
the
We
front.
understand. We get it. We know what you're talking about.
No
Below
boat
the prow.
term.
Yeah, the prow.
it looks like
From the stem to the stern.
it looks like this. And one of you poke down there, and there's just a 20 by 20 foot interdimensional room.
Oh my god, a prison. We
I
have a
mean,
boat
maybe.
jail.
It's got there's no prison-y doors or anything on it, but there is a desk and a chair and a bed and some barrels. In the room.
It looks like this. Where is this? What am I looking at for this?
It's in the group chat.
Discord.
Yeah.
Oh, Discord. Okay.
And the
Oh.
It's below deck.
yes. But like as you walk below deck, the space doesn't make sense for where the stairs are going
That's fine.
because it's a dimensional pocket.
I thought it's so funny. I thought this was a canoe.
Also thinking it was a canoe. So the fact that it's just like a big old magic boat, sick. I thought we were all gonna have to pile into some little rowboat and row our
Have
way.
you
That would have been hilarious, and that's what I was hoping for.
Putting Turkon in a little canoe is tough.
Well, he'd just be the one pulling it.
Surely, yes.
I'm gonna make this boat. We're gonna make this boat fly.
I mean, I even before we started this campaign, I was like, flying boat would be pretty cool.
Your dreams are coming true.
Flying boat that makes us look.
We'll find the
normal?
One Piece eventually.
Yeah.
It's
We're
great.
pirates now.
It's a great pirating boat. This would be hard pivot into just turning into pirates.
Finally.
We can go to
Everyone. I'm so tired of politics. Us discovers a boat that turns us into regular looking silhouettes. We're pirates now.
That's it.
We're pirates now.
Scene will be the mast or the like thing that's attached to the front of the boat.
Prow ornament
Figurehead.
or whatever, figurehead, yeah.
The figurehead, yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Amazing.
How are you gonna hold on?
Just get roped on.
I'll just like wrap.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
Let's get
I'll
tied
get
there.
roped on.
I
Yeah.
am.
Oh, okay.
And a couple of his pseudopods will just like hold
The other
deck
other
behind him.
option is we just like stick Isha's wings through some hooks and just
Yeah.
hang her
There's
on the
that.
front.
Oh,
It
let's
is-
do that.
It is great when it's Scene and Scene just starts laser beaming other boats, though.
Oh,
Yeah. No
I mean-
need for a cannon.
oh my god, he's our cannon and our ornament.
Yeah,
Admittedly, I'm a lot more
And I can
flexible than a
also-
cannon.
true. But you don't
And I
even
can
need to
also play
actually
music,
shoot
too.
any. You just cast spells. Scene is actually gonna blast things from his eyeball.
I've never seen
Yeah.
it. It's fine.
Just
It's fine.
I have eye beams.
Yeah.
I'm aware. I'm aware you have I-beams. That's not what I was gonna say, but that's fine.
Okay.
I'm aware. Just for future reference, bow is the front part of the ship. Prow is the front part of the ship that cuts through the water.
Ah. Okay.
Oh,
So
the
then-
prow is the knife's edge of the boat.
Yeah.
Okay.
And bow is just the front part of the ship.
And what do you call the wooden triangle piece in that picture?
That'd be part of that would be the tip of the bow.
Okay. All right.
I call it your mom, but
Wow.
Dang. I mean, if it had like, a wooden piece, that'd be the stem.
Yeah.
That's
th-
not-
you
it
don't
doesn't
have
really
that
have
on
a
this boat.
stem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is certainly not a ship.
it's close enough.
It is not close enough.
With a little bit of work.
There are speedboats that are almost as
How
long
are
as
we-
this boat.
It's kind of crazy. How are we gonna get it into the tower?
We'll make a way.
Big
know,
door. Big door.
Make a door on the water.
Could you imagine? We make a door on the water and it just like floats.
There's a lift in the place where they were keeping this. There's like a rig. So you just lift it up, draw the door under it, draw a real big door,
Oh.
Oh.
and drop it in. Surely gravity will have nothing bad to say about it on the other side.
Not at all.
Hey! We're getting we're getting an entire guild of
They'll
craftsmen.
catch it.
we are.
Oh no, they'll fix it.
We'll have woodworkers, glass blowers,
Yes.
Uh-huh.
boatswains.
Yes.
It'll be fine.
Yes.
Oh my god, the tower's gonna be so crowded. Oh.
It's okay. We have second tower. Don't worry about it, guys.
Yeah.
And we'll have so much more room when we clear all of the other floors of Tower Ironcrad.
Which we haven't done yet.
We'll have room for just us.
What about second flying tower?
We don't have that yet either. We're
True.
gonna face a really big overcrowding situation first.
We have to have a thing that makes us realize that we have expanded too quickly.
Yeah.
We have a housing crisis and a food crisis. It's like, oh,
Oh.
The unhappiness
I-
Moodle in the tower is gonna go way down.
So I
Need-
was
need
gonna
more-
I
Need
w-
more affordable housing.
Yep.
I was gonna chat about to Oradine after we save their family and the queen and stuff about this, but one of the things that I figured that their family would have to do is pay like a tax to like the queen, in order to, no matter what happens, if she gets to keep her head, she's gonna get probably taxed by the queen. And so one of the things Tourist wants to do is set up like, how about instead of getting taxed, like a even just a portion of the amount that you might have been taxed just goes straight to the tower to like, pay all the people that work there and whatnot, and give us a little extra income,
A funding
So you want
sword.
their tax?
Yeah. What's that? Yeah, I want their taxes. Yeah.
What it sounds like to me is actually you're creating an MLM where we save them, and then
And then they're indebted to us.
they're indebted to us, and then they give us tribute.
Mhm.
I mean,
This
in,
is just,
not in
just
so many
every
words, but
MLM.
yes.
It's not a very quickly expanding pyramid scheme.
Well,
Hey, MLM.
You need to bring the Seraphim on it to get it to really start cracking.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, all I'm saying is like the worst scenario for their family is the queen kills Lady Oradine and their family is still
Oh, yeah.
taxed to oblivion.
Yeah.
And the best scenario is she pays fealty to us and pays even a portion of what she would have been taxed to the queen, so that we can pay for all the people that we're going to be recruiting and get money for ourselves. I think it's an absolute win for everyone involved.
Who might argue?
And who's she to argue, for that matter?
Yeah.
she won't be anyone, to be honest.
Well, thank you guys for playing.
No,
No?
Yeah, no.
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 You're welcome.
Thank you. I did not intend to have 2 full Taki sessions right in a row. But
I'm not sorry about it.
Eris lives for the Stethosdrama.
I do.
We got to find a way to make these conversations a little different, though.
Oh, what are you reading?
I'm just saying, we gotta find something to spice it up a little bit.
They've both.
I'm seeing a lot of salt and pepper, and I want to see some sage, some thyme, rosemary, cumin, curry powder, onion powder, garlic powder,
I thought
tomato paste.
Scry's
Just never
take.
satisfied.
I thought Scry's take that Uro's actually doing the right thing was pretty spicy.
From a certain point of view.
Well, that makes sense. He brought them back. Of course, they agree.
Yeah. Well, like, Sig kind of does it.
But
Sig's
she's
like, I get
complicit,
it.
so she agrees.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, sure.
I don't think we as the party know much about that, right? We don't really. I mean, obviously that was kind of a little new information, but like even the other stuff we don't really know much about, right? Just stairs.
No, you guys keep pissing me off, so I'm not talking to you.
All right, okay.
The one who's actually keeping secrets is Steris.
True.
Well, Turkons, they're like, do.
Yeah, Turkon knows everything, but he doesn't
Turkon's
say
like,
anything.
I can't wait till we kill this witness guy. Can't wait. Looking forward to
Turkon
that
and I-
fight.
Pinky promised, so he's not spilling the tea.
Dang, that's a big pinky too. Hey, by the way, speaking of MLMs, I feel like Isha should automatically be into a pyramid scheme. You know what I mean?
What do you think all this is? What do you think this? How do you think I know you're making an MLM? I invented the MLM.
the initial. A tower is just a skinnier pyramid if you think about it.
Yeah, if you really think about it.
Yeah. You've already, he's already tried the pyramid thing, decided it needs to be taller and skinnier.
We're going going to control. Isha and Terrace are going to control the entire world with a grand MLM.
Wonderful.
The only reason, though, that Turris wants to be an MLM is so that he has money. I don't know what for. He's already a building.
That's true.
It's got to expand. Got to make a hip startup office with foosball.
Exactly. God, a hipster office gaining sentience would be awful. But to be fair, when I worked at IBM, the foosball table and the ping pong table were very fun.
Yeah. I liked getting breakfast at work. That was nice. All right, I'm gonna wrap up stream click, and then I'll be back to, well, V, you're playing Darktide up there, right?
I am going to be playing Darktide.
I'm gonna end stream. I'll be back in a couple of minutes.
All right.
All right. Thank you guys for hanging out. I had a great time. I really enjoyed that session. We're going to... I think I'm going to raid Space. Space is going to be playing Darktide in a bit. I might get back on stream, but I don't really know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. But I'll be playing Darktide with V and folks in a little bit. Maybe, depending. No promises. But I am going to try to be back tomorrow. I haven't thought about this very much other than the fact that I have tomorrow off. But I'm going to try to be back tomorrow, and we're going to be trying to do something. And then on Sunday, we're going to be playing Silk Song, because don't have Pathfinder. Don't have Pathfinder on Sunday for all of this month, because people have plans, I guess, around the holidays or whatever. So I'm going to be playing Silk Song on Sunday. And tomorrow might be music. Tomorrow might be Final Fantasy Tactics. I don't really know. But we'll be doing something. I just put up a new song, by the way, on the Patreon if you want to check that out. It's free. It's a 16-bit version of another song that I put out that I think is like top 2 songs that I've made. So it's pretty rad. I will post an announcement to that in Discord if you want to catch that. And other than that, I hope you guys have a wonderful day and a wonderful end of your week. And I'll catch you all again real soon. Goodbye.